We'll go to Ray, Columbia, South Carolina, listening on the web. Hi, Ray.
Hank, thank you so much for taking my call this evening. Here's my question. I'm a pastor, and I have some young people from my church who have been involved in events that have been hosted and sponsored by International House of Prayer, better known, I think, as IHOP. And here recently, they were reading some articles on the Internet that suggested that IHOP may be a cult. Now, I've done my own research, and I've formulated my own opinion, but I've been listening to you for a number of years now. Really respect your perspective. Do you have any perspective or familiarity with IHOP, in any sense of who they are and what they're about?
Yeah, we do. In fact, we did an article in the Christian Research Journal on Mike Bickle and IHOP. So it is available. I think it's probably up on the web at equip.org. But this, I think, is a very dangerous movement, whether you call it a cult or not. Maybe something that people want to debate, but it certainly is cultic. I mean, you have a guy who is not only suggesting, but overtly ratifying the statement that the apostles of the modern day are greater than the apostles and prophets, even in biblical times. I'll give you an example of Mike Bickle as he's talking about a prophecy by Bob Jones.
Paul was anxious to talk to the end-time apostles and prophets more than the end-time apostles and prophets would have been to talk to Paul. He said because what they would do would go far greater in the glory of God.
Amen.
And the saints in the New Testament would wait in line to greet the apostles coming from this generation.
I mean, think about this. Here you have a guy in the present saying that the apostles and prophets, and by the way, the entirety of our faith is established upon the testimony of the prophets and the apostles, such that we say that they have given us the infallible repository of redemptive revelation, a foundation that is not going to be relaid. It's been laid permanently. And you can see attestation to this in the book of Revelation, where you see the 12 apostles of the Lamb, and you have the 12 tribes of Israel. And they form, in essence, the full complement of God's people by extension. And now you have a guy in the modern epic saying that what he's doing and what end-time apostles and prophets like himself are doing is far greater, and therefore Paul and Moses and Jeremiah and Isaiah are going to stand in line to get their autograph. I think this is preposterous, and how people fall for this kind of rhetoric is quite amazing to me.
Sir, thank you so much for that, and that'll be meaningful, particularly to those that are part of my congregation who are listening to you. So thank you, and God bless you. Continue your ministry.
Thank you, Pastor.